There are 39 Blox fruits in the game, but which Blox fruit is truly the best? Well, in this video I'll be telling you my top 3 picks, but keep in mind it highly depends on your playstyle, so you might disagree with my list. But considering I've gotten 600 mastery on every single Blox fruit, I'd say my list is pretty accurate. Alright, so my top 3 choices tied, as both fruits have pretty similar pros and not many cons. The fruits are Venom and Kitsune. Starting with Venom, as this fruit has been slept on ever since Kitsune released. This fruit is insanely good. It's great for grinding and PvP, has good movement speed, is good for general use, and it's great for sea event hunting. In simple terms, it's good for every aspect of Blox fruits. It costs 3 million money or 2,450 Robux, which isn't too much. The F move of this fruit is a flight ability, which gets faster the lower your health is, which can be pretty useful for hit and run PvP. So yeah, the Venom fruit is insanely good and needs more attention, as it's great for every aspect of Blox fruits. Now moving on to the Kitsune fruit, I probably don't need to explain much, since it's the Kitsune fruit. But I still will. The pros of the Kitsune fruit are the same as Venom. Great for every aspect of Blox fruit, but better. It's also insanely fast, as when you get 2 tails you get a plus 100% movement speed, and when you transform you become even faster. That's all the unique buffs of the Kitsune fruit. The pros of it are the same as Venom, so I won't yap too much about it. The only downside of Kitsune is that it's the most expensive fruit in the game, so it can be hard to obtain. Now that's my top 3rd pick. Let me know in the comments which fruit you think is better. But now let's move on to the top 2 fruit. Alright, so the second best fruit in the game, in my opinion, is the Buddha fruit. This fruit is insanely good for grinding and doing raids, as it gives you extended reach. It's also great for PvP, though it's not recommended as you'll probably be called a Buddha spammer a lot. It's also good for sea event hunting and costs only 1,200,000 money or 1,650 Robux, which is great price to performance. Also, the Buddha fruit is pretty unique, as you don't use this fruit for its movesets, you just need the Z move and that's it. When you use the Z move you transform into a Buddha, increasing your range and damage reduction to attacks. So since you have that extended reach, you can hit enemies with your fighting style or sword, your choice, while they can't hit you, making Buddha overpowered for grinding. So the reason I put this fruit at top 2 is because this fruit is greatly well-rounded, and doesn't cost a kidney like the Kitsune fruit. It's also one of the few fruits that can efficiently do AFK grinding farms, which is insanely useful and the main fruit I used on my grind to 1 billion money. You can also use this for raid services, carrying people in raids for fruit payment, which can get you stacked. That's everything I have to say about Buddha and why I put it at top 2. So let's move on to the best Blox fruit. And now, for the best fruit in the game, it's the portal fruit. The portal fruit has by far the best movement in the game. I mean, you can literally teleport to any island you want with the C move. It's also one of the best PvP fruits, possibly even the best, but some people may argue. But there's no doubt that it's a great PvP fruit. Also, besides the C move, this fruit has great movement, as the Z move, F move and M1 tap can be used for movement too. Although this fruit isn't great for grinding, it can be decent if you know how to use it correctly. But this fruit isn't built for grinding, it's built for endgame players and PvP, so yeah, this fruit is best if you're max level, as it'll save you so much traveling time. Also, similar to Buddha, you don't use portal for its damage, hence why portal users are never fruit mains, don't have stat points into Blox fruits. So because of that, this fruit is great for every aspect of Blox fruits, including sea events, and that, in my opinion, is the best Blox fruit. Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. If you found this video useful, I recommend watching this video, which tells you the pros and cons of every Blox fruit. Anyway, bye.